marriage is really doable. So it's going to be a game changer. It's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I wrote this book, to let people know that they can have a great marriage. Jesus Christ, all things are possible. Marriage is doable.
A lot of children.
Hello, welcome
evening.
to our channel. Marriage is
Doable.
doable. I am LaShaw Mobley,
Marcus Mobley.
and this is Marriage is Doable. We're just come on this channel to encourage you in your marriage that you can have a successful marriage no matter what.
Yes.
So this time,
You ain't gonna dress this big old balloon just sitting in the middle right here. You just gotta sit in
I
here
thought they
like
might-
I know they see this.
I thought he might figure it out.
This one just sitting here.
Okay, I'll
Was
let
it
you know.
fun, or were you done?
That's good. Okay, so guys, we're talking about the first year of your marriage.
Yeah.
Woo. We're gonna be transparent tonight. What do you say
What-
about our first year?
Was it fun for
Or
you,
were you
or were you done?
It was fun sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, so we got married in 1999 in August.
Well, that seemed like a long
I
time
know.
ago.
August
It was ages.
14th, 1999, and we both were 20 years old. What was your expectation going into the first year?
As far as what?
As like, were you excited about the marriage? Were you nervous about the marriage? What were some things?
No, I wasn't nervous,
Hmm.
but it was just thinking that I had my girlfriend now about to live in my house
Right.
with me.
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I was excited, plus I was nervous. For me, because we both were coming out of our parents' house,
Mm-hmm.
so I was just like, I've been with
What
my
to
parents.
say.
Yeah, I've been with my parents like all my life.
Like, what side do you put the toothbrush on?
Right.
All
What
of that
side
was
of the
new.
bed?
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, that was new. Let us know in the comments how your first year was and what did you experience. It was an adjustment. One of the stories we
Yeah.
like to give.
Was it fun, or were you done?
Right.
And number one.
One of the things we had to work out was the opening of mail. Okay, so in my house, we didn't open up each other's mail. Like, that was a no-no. So when we got together and we started getting our mail, and my name was on some of the mail and his name was on mail, I was like, why are you opening up my mail? So that was one of the arguments, but then I had to adjust.
Yeah. And year number one, because I was working out of town,
Right.
and so I had to go out of town. I'm like, you gonna have to open this mail.
So I had to adjust that and change my thinking of that. Now the newlywed stage was awesome, I would say. You know, when you come back from the honeymoon and you're excited and stuff. But it was just like getting adjusted because we've never lived together.
Yeah, but for me, the fun part was we got to do everything together.
Right, oh, most definitely.
Like
Right.
church together, we went out of town together.
Yeah,
we
that
did a
was
lot
fun.
of
We did
traveling.
Right.
Year number one,
Yeah.
because we didn't have any kids or anything. It was just
Right.
us and no parent rules and regulations.
Right, that was exciting. Come home what time you want to come
Yeah.
home. That
What was our curfew? Did we have a curfew? Like what?
We didn't have a curfew. We were,
But like what time you used to come home?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't
In year
remember. It was
one,
so long ago, guys. But I know we would come home late sometimes.
From
'Cause-
where?
Well, we would go out. We would date. We would still listen. When you get married, you don't stop dating. Even after that first year, you continue to date each other. So even in our first year, even though we were considered husband and wife, we still dated. We went
Yeah.
to the movies.
Yeah,
We still
I-
went to
Movies.
eat. Yeah,
Movies.
we would go to the movies.
Movies. We used to go to movies late.
Yeah. Right. So listen, on your first year, continue to do those things that you did when you were dating. You don't want to lose that excitement. You don't want to lose the joy that you had when you were dating. You just take it into your year one
Yeah.
and year two.
What was the most exciting thing you did year one in our marriage? Like
Our marriage?
what sticks out of your mind? Like you say,
Well-
oh man, that was so fun. In year
Well,
one.
we would go out of town. That would be something super fun. Cause I didn't have my parents with me anymore. So I'm like, you know, I don't have to go to bed now. So, you know.
Yeah.
So, what are some tips that you would give to the couples? Maybe they're watching this and this is their first year. What would a good tip?
First of all, let's get rid of this one.
Woo!
Put that one over there. One. And
We're done with
we're
one.
coming to year 22,
22.
so you can make it.
Yes.
First of all, you can make it. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I don't care how tough it get. People have different experiences in their year number one.
Right.
Knowing how to, because marriage is like a roller coaster. It's literally like a roller coaster, and it's almost, you get to that point where he done went up, down, especially in year one, up, down,
Right.
and you think he about to let you off, and when you have that dangerous controller guy, you be like, one more time. You be like,
Oh.
but like I say, you survive it. You
Right.
survive it through loving each other.
It's doable.
That's it. That's it.
No,
Respecting each other.
I actually was talking to somebody and it was like, oh my gosh, my first year was awesome. So like you said, it's so many different experiences
Yeah,
with the year
yeah,
one. And I was
yeah.
just like, you know, we were excited and we had good time, but it was also like you had to, like I said, adjust. So for me, it was just always, like you said, a roller coaster, because I was like, wait, I'm used to doing it this way and now I got to do this way. So I want to tell couples to just relax and enjoy the process.
Yeah, yeah, and it's priority.
Yeah.
Set your priorities straight.
Most definitely.
In year one, I think you will have a healthy marriage from there.
Most
A
definitely.
building block. Because a lot of the things that you allow, a lot of the things that you do, a lot of the things that you put up with in year one, you have to deal with it more and more
Right.
down the road. So a lot of the things that if you don't like it in year one, say that you didn't like it,
Right.
or can we change this, or let's observe that, so you can be honest enough in year number one.
Yes. And the main thing is that we're probably saying in every video is communication. And that's what you were talking about, being honest and talking.
Yeah.
Communication is very important. That you tell your partner, well, I'm not used to that. I don't like that. You know, let's do this, whatever. Like, communication is very important.
Yeah.
Especially in year one.
What's the most in year one that we talked about?
Communication?
No, what was the most that
That we
we
talked
talked in
about?
general?
We
Like,
talked
what you
about our
remember?
future. Like, we were talking about, okay, where do you think we'll be in 5 years? And we would talk about where do you think about in 10 years? And so that made it excited to every year to make it.
So we were setting vision early.
Yeah, we were setting
Yeah.
strategy and visions and
Wow.
talking about houses. And I remember somebody, when we made it, were like, oh, that's just nothing. Like, I always tell couples to celebrate every year is a milestone. So always celebrate. Even if you're in your first year or any year, I always to encourage couples to celebrate it, because it's an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Because some people don't think you're going to make it to that 1 year. But look at us, going on 22. It's doable. It can happen.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think the next video we should give them, what, year number 2? Is
Um,
what changed? What year did it change? Let's put it in from year number 1. What was the next year that you said drastically changed in our marriage? That I guess because if we give year number 2, it was similar to year
Right.
number 1.
I think year 3 for me is where it changed, because by year 3 we had learned what things to argue about or what things to let go. We had grew up some. I personally learned that I didn't have to be stubborn, that I could say I was wrong. That was one of the things that I had to work on. Like, sometimes I'd be like, I'm gonna wait till he apologized. I'm not apologizing. I'm gonna be honest, I was a little stubborn in that area. And so from 1 to 3, I had to grow up and realize, wait, I'm wrong in some areas. It's not always Marcus.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. So for me, I really feel like 3rd year is when I noticed and I grew up and I realized that it's okay for me to apologize and get it straight.
Yeah.
What about you? What year?
Oh man. Year. Let's see. 3, 4, 7,
Really?
9, 8. I think I would have to say year 3. I think it clicked for both of us around the same time,
Right.
where we kind of matured.
Yeah.
Grew up.
And you got to give your couple, your spouse, time to grow up.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, okay, he acting like this or she acting like this, I'm done. Like, we never used the word divorce. We never said we're gonna quit. We kept moving forward.
We didn't say one and done.
Yeah, we didn't say one and done.
No. Say
And
one.
that's what we
and
want
we ready
you
to
to
have
know.
more fun. That's what we said. Yeah.
So yeah, we just wanted to come on to encourage you that if you are in your first year, you can make it.
Or if you pass your first year, remember some things that you learned from your first year.
Right.
And that'll bless you.
Yeah.
That'll bless you when
Yeah.
you look back and see some of the things that you learned. Because one of the things that I even was able to encourage other couples that I learned from year one, marriage is what you make it.
Amen.
If you want to
Totally
fuss
agree.
and fight and argue and all the time, you can make your marriage like that.
Right.
But if you want your marriage to be full of peace and joy and love
happiness.
and happiness and humbleness and peaches and cream and pie in the sky, my. No. But it's what you make it.
That's
It's what
right.
you make it. If you
Exactly.
enjoy it and you come together and want it to be love and full of love, whatever you bring to that marriage table,
That's right.
you're going to make a pie out of that.
That's right.
So if you got a everything pie, you're going to have everything in your marriage. There's some things you ought not want in your marriage. Leave behind. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Because
This ingredient don't go in the pie. Selfishness don't go in the pie.
Yeah.
Selfishness don't go in the pie.
Bitterness,
Self-care do,
unforgiveness.
but not selfishness.
Right.
I'm going to say that again. That
Say
was
it
a good
again.
one. Y'all heard that? For all of my new couples.
Right.
Some things don't go in the marriage pie. Self-care do. It's a difference between selfishness and self-care.
Right.
There's going to be times, if you would be so kind, see it right here? Marriage is doable. Devotional book, get the book, and they give you
Right.
some tips and some pointers of some do's and some don'ts
Right.
that will encourage your marriage. But self-care is needed. When you just take a moment to yourself and just pamper yourself and in those moments
agree.
away from each other for that moment. Not,
Yeah.
and it don't have to be a problem.
Exactly.
But it's called self-care. But selfishness is not a part of the pie.
That's gonna make it taste nasty.
What?
Taste nasty.
Amen. Yeah,
it won't
will.
taste good. A pie, you want it to taste good. So put in the good ingredients.
Yeah,
So if you
yeah,
put selfishness, it's not gonna taste good.
yeah.
Ugh.
It's and the thing about it, what you put in it, you have to eat it.
Right.
You have to eat it.
Yes.
So that's what LaShaw was just talking about. What
Yeah.
she was talking about, holding it. If you hold it, you gonna teach them how to hold it long too.
Right.
So let it go.
Let it
Don't
go.
put that in the pie.
Unforgiveness.
Yeah, selfishness, don't put it in the pie. Because if you don't want them to be selfish to you, you don't
Right.
be selfish to them.
Amen. That's awesome. That's good
That's
tips,
some
right?
good stuff. That's some good stuff.
Listen, we just wanted to come on, as we always do, to encourage you that it's doable. Even in your first year, or your 5 years, or your 10 years, or 22 years, it's doable.
It's doable.
So know that you can make it and be successful in your marriage.
Do this too. Put in the comment section what topic you would like us to deal with
Sure,
or
yeah.
tackle dealing with marriage. Put it in the comment section.
Yes,
And I'm telling
we
you,
would
we
love
will deal with that.
Yeah, we would love to address it.
So y'all be blessed. Have
Yes.
a fantastic year one and beyond.
Wait, we got to tell them what to do. Because
Your
they're-
turn. Tell them what they got to do.
You got to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the notification bell.
Mhm.
See, that's what I let Pastor say it. That little bell to let you know whenever we come on to give you these awesome tips to encourage your marriage. Listen, we're not perfect, but we know with God's help, it's doable.
Always remember, marriage is doable.
Marriage is really doable, but it's gonna be a game changer. It's gonna help a lot of people.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I wrote this